and welcome to my channel, Indigo Moon Academy, and my name is Joanna and I do tarot and astrology and intuitive readings, and I also create online courses for spiritual well-being and transformation. So this is kind of my first time. I usually only do online readings, but I thought I would do some astrological insights and reading for the month ahead. Just because June is feeling like a really massive month and I really want to put out as much help as I can, because there is quite a lot to get through in June, astrologically speaking, but also energetically speaking. There is a lot of downloads and activations, and many people are kind of struggling with the challenges, not only in their own lives but in a collective, what's going on in the world kind of way, where it feels really overwhelming. So I just wanted to kind of give some insight and just some guidance on how we can get through June. It is a really positive month, it's just there is a lot going on. So to start off with, I thought maybe it would be good for us to just kind of go a bit inward and really connect to our souls before I go ahead. So if you can just take a moment just to connect into your heart center and just breathe deeply into that space. So breathe deep into your heart space and imagine that within that space is a beautiful, delicate pink light. And this light is your soul. So just take a moment to connect to that gorgeous, beautiful light. And just take a minute just to breathe deep into your heart and feel that beautiful expansion of your soul. And just take a moment as you breathe in again, just breathe in and imagine that light expanding outwards. And it expands out towards your energetic field and up and below, so it expands around your whole body. And this beautiful pink light makes you feel loved and warmth, and you feel very connected and calm within this light. So just take a moment just to breathe into that space, that beautiful space that you've created, and just take a moment to really breathe deeply. And next, breathe deep into your solar plexus, so you're feeling very grounded in the space that you're creating, so that you are enveloped in that loving pink light of your soul and you're deeply grounded. And just bring your awareness back to your body. Take another deep breath in and just open your eyes and just sort of feel into that space that you've created. So you'll probably hear noises, my little one. So first video, so I expect that there's going to be some interruptions, but I will do my best. So I just wanted to touch on what's going on astrologically for June. So we have on June the 3rd, we have Venus rebirth, and this is when Venus is in alignment with the sun, and it's called the morning star. And Venus is such a beautiful divine feminine energy, and it's really all about helping us to heal our heart chakra, which is why I felt called to do sort of that heart healing meditation. And please do that meditation as often as you need to. But the heart space that Venus is creating in the first week of June is really about opening our consciousness and opening that space for healing to come into our heart. And that really is just about clearing anything from the past, any relationship issues, even issues with our bodies, how we perceive and see ourselves, and any sort of fears about putting ourselves out there as well. So the heart healing is a really big one that Venus is creating that space for. So the first week of June is really about being gentle with yourself, really working on self-care, working on your body, because in that first week, as well as sort of the Venus rebirth energy, we also have on June the 5th the Sagittarian full moon. So this, along with the heart healing of Venus, we also have the breakthroughs that will come from the healing we are doing. So the first week is really about creating that space to be able to do that. So take more time out for meditation, tune into your body more, notice what your body is really needing on a deeper level. And I mean really tune into it. So each day when you wake up, just tune in and just think, what nourishment, what is my soul needing today? And just really work on creating more space for yourself, for self-care. So the first week of June is definitely a big one, and that'll go on up until June the 17th, when we have sort of Mercury retrograde going into Cancer, which is again in a very Cancer, which I am, is in an emotional sign, and it talks about intuition, having compassion, because if you don't, when you're seeing the world as it is right now, the biggest thing is that we need to first have compassion and love for ourselves before we can send that energy out. So when we're sending out fear, when we're sending out issues with self-worth, then we are, expanding that energy outwards. So we have to watch what we create, and I don't mean that in any way to bring fear. It's the natural order of how energy works. So that's why it's so important to work on your mindset and how much you feel about yourself. Like, this first 2 weeks of June is really about working on yourself in a massive way, and it's a lot of work, but it's going to bring so many breakthroughs, insights, and just trust what your intuition is telling you. And then to add to that, we also have around June the 20th and the 21st, we have the solstice and the new moon. So it's like we're building up on that energy of heart healing, self-love, creating breakthroughs. And then we also have the solstice and the new moon in Cancer, which again is about energetic upgrades. So around this time, around the June 20th, 21st, really notice if you are getting any sudden flashes of insights or inspirations, any dreams that are feeling really powerful. Notice also that your body might feel a wee bit sluggish at this time, because we're really having to process our emotions in a deeper way, on a cellular level way. So we are creating more space for energetic upgrades and downloads from sort of the divine in the universe. So notice, tune into your body and notice how you're feeling when you're needing to slow down, because you might be feeling more tired than normal, or you might be feeling more energetic and more inspired to get things done. And it really depends on where you are in your body at this time. And then on June 22nd, we've got Neptune retrograde in Pisces, which is all about how we believe ourselves to be spiritual beings in a human body, and that we are working on our journey towards enlightenment, if that's the right word, and we're working on a soul level. So Neptune retrograde is really going deeper into our soul awakening, and you can see a theme with June where it's starting off with the lovely gentle heart healing of Venus, going into the emotional, more raw healing that needs to happen at a cellular level, and things coming up to be released. And then we've got the emotional breakthroughs, and then we have the awakening and the upgrades, because we've created that beautiful space for that to happen. And then we've got the working on our creativity. So you might feel really drawn to certain projects or learning, or wanting to expand your consciousness and really go deeper into yourself. So this is a great time to really focus inward and go on your learning journey. Notice any books that you feel drawn to. And then also we've got, after that, if that's not enough, we've got on June the 24th and 25th, we've got Venus going direct into Gemini. And that sign can bring up a lot around our communication and our relationships. So just notice how we interact with others, how we feel about our relationships. If there's anything that's coming up to be released, just notice and feel into that. This isn't a good time to really get into things might get a bit more heated around this time, because the energies are a wee bit more intense due to Gemini. So it's important that we are able to take a step back and really see both sides, see a higher perspective. So if there's sort of tension happening, really take a step back from it and see sort of both people's viewpoints, because maybe one or other isn't right or wrong. It's just it's what they're believed to be right in that moment in time, and to really let go of judgment. And then on June 27th, Mars enters Aries, which is all about our goals. And working on the divine masculine, which is interesting because at the start of the month we're working on our divine feminine energy, and then we need to balance that with the divine masculine. And when we work on the divine masculine, that is all about how we, bring our energy more into a grounded reality. So the divine feminine is about the lighter, not always easier energy, but it's about how we bring and download that energy into our bodies. And the Mars energy is about how we utilize that energy, how we ground it, how we take action on it. So really notice what you are feeling drawn to doing, and try not to procrastinate during this time, because it's a great time to get focused, really work on your energy. And then at the end of the month, if it's not enough, we've got June on the June 29th, we've got retrograde Jupiter aligns with retrograde Pluto. And on a collective level, this is about our global finances, about how we feel about money, abundance, how we utilize opportunities, and how we, what we do with the new ideas. And that follows on nicely from the Mars energy, where we're working on the divine masculine and really starting to work on our goals and bringing them into reality. And then we've got on June 29th, anything that comes up during that time about abundance, how we feel about money, is going to be worked on during this time. So there's a lot to get through in June, and you will feel the energies really deeply sometimes, and some days you'll be like, what is that girl talking about? And I think it's just because we all work in a different way, and not everybody has the same experience, which is perfect. Your experience is perfect in that moment. And it's really about tuning into your body and about tuning into the universal energy and how we perceive it. So only ever take what somebody is saying with a pinch of salt. Just really tune into how you see things, because this is also a time to see the teacher within. So as much as there's people around guiding you and giving you insight into how they're perceiving the energies that's happening, it's important that you understand that you are already the teacher. You are already the wisdom inside you to understand on a deeper level how these things are affecting you, if at all. So really go inward this month. It's really a great time to do that. It's as a Cancerian, I always feel with June is always a big month for me, but this month does feel really intense and is a good thing. And I thought I would also, because I'm a tarot reader, I'd draw 3 cards for the month ahead, because tarot and astrology are so interlinked, which is why I've been really immersing myself in the learning of astrology to understand the tarot in a much deeper way, because symbolically tarot and astrology are so interconnected. So I drew 3 cards, and interestingly, the first card is Death and Rebirth, which is so interesting because that is a divine feminine energy connected to Venus that is coming through. And you can even see sort of that Venus morning star energy there. And this beautiful energy is all about working on rebirth and working on what we are needing to let go of. So the death is sort of the death of old belief systems, old paradigms, old energies that no longer serve us, and we're bringing in this new energy. But first we have to go through that slightly more difficult period of transforming and transmuting anything that has been holding us back. So the death and rebirth is such a perfect energy for the start of the month. And then we've got the more difficult energy of 5 of Pentacles. So 5 of Pentacles shows sort of a woman feeling withdrawn from the world, feeling a bit alone, feeling a bit over emotional. I am over emotional most days, but really feeling emotions coming up to the surface. And this is all about releasing what has been holding us back. And in those moments and times, we might feel alone. We might feel like we are doing this alone and it's a struggle, but you're not. Just reach out to other people that have those same belief systems as you, or feel like they are your soul sisters or brothers, and know that you're not alone in this. And then finally, we've got the Four of Cups. So Four of Cups is very much connected to our financial matters and how we feel about our finances and abundance. And in this card, it's like the woman's feeling really bored. She's got more choices than she wants right now, and she feels a bit overwhelmed by it, which is why it's about tuning inward and noticing what you are feeling drawn to right now and what you are needing. So really focus on what your needs and desires are, and work on grounding your ideas into reality, into something that is more tangible. Because right now at the start of the month, they'll be all up there in your head and your crown chakra, and then once you work on your heart, they start moving through your heart. And then when you work on your Mars energy, which is very connected to your solar plexus and your root chakra, you'll start grounding those ideas. You'll start noticing more and more that you're moving towards your goals and dreams. And so there's a lot of big stuff happening, and I really hope this sort of helps a little bit. Please let me know, because I'd love to do more if it does, or I could do something different. Just whatever you feel you're needing right now, please ask me and I'd be happy to create more content, because I am just learning. I'm not that great with technology. I'm doing this on my phone, so I'm just slowly pushing myself to put myself out there more. But yes, let me know how you get on, and if you're needing further guidance of anything. I do tarot readings just now, as well as angel readings, and I am also offering a manifestation with the moon course, which is about delving deeper into your spiritual soul and manifesting your dreams into reality, which is what we're just talking about with the Mars energy. But this is all working with the beautiful gentle cycles of the moon, and it really goes in depth. I've done the work for the last 6 months, and boy did that not really make me go deep. It's a lot of work, and it's beautiful work because it's working on you, which is the most important thing. So yeah, I'll drop a link below of all the things that are available just now for help, and my website. But again, thank you, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.